Vinny was very honest and had the highest integrity. So the public Vin Scully was also the private Vin Scully. He was never in a rush. He was always there for you. He was always on time, and he was always not somebody who was leading or preaching. He was always the guy that led by example. And as you come up as a Dodger, he's one of the icons that you get to meet. You meet, Steve Garvey and Ron Say and Dusty Baker and Reggie Smith and Rick Monday. But you meet Tommy Lasorda, and then you get to the pinnacle. You get to Vin Scully, and that's your first real big league moment.
We'd known for a little while that he was not doing great. You just never, you can kind of prepare mentally for it, I guess, but I think with anything like this, until it actually happens, you don't really know what you're going to say or how you're going to say it. And I just try to do my best to pay tribute to the guy that I consider the greatest ever to do it.
He lived obviously a tremendous life. He impacted so many, myself included. I feel honored to be able to have called him a friend.
So his primary advice to me was the same advice Red Barber gave him in 1950, and that was to be yourself.
He said the most important thing you bring to the broadcast booth is yourself. And I think a lot about the deep meaning of that, because you bring in what you've lived, you bring in what you studied, you bring in who you know and what you know, what's going on behind the scenes. And so it's our role as broadcasters and learning from him to communicate what's going on, not only what people see, where he had to describe a lot of his career, what was going on in the radio and what was in front of him. Well, when pictures were added, there's another depth to broadcasting that he understood, that he taught people, which was give them aha moments about what they don't see. It's easy to say, look at there or see that, when really you could talk about the preparation before that play, or the feeling of that play, or the crowd's reaction to that play, or what the opposing team is feeling about that home run.
Endless amounts of people that consider him family and part of their families. This is a guy that was not only the voice of Dodger baseball, but baseball in general. And he was into so many homes.
He was always a big student of the fact that people don't care about the game until they care about the people playing the game. So much of the context of his broadcasts was about the person, it's just very important still to this day. His voice marked time in baseball.
There never will be another one like him. The greatest there ever has been, and greatest there ever will be.
He was the guy that was kind of the soundtrack of your career and of baseball nationally.
It's a legacy of longevity, it's class, and I used the phrase earlier, is he was a gentleman. And that's something that we all need to strive to be. And so, again, he lived a fantastic, fulfilled life. And, it's our job to continue to, show gratitude towards being in this game of baseball that he loved so dearly. And, also being a Dodger.